Good evening, my friends, and welcome to the next episode of Neyyah. Last time out, we were exploring the Harbour Zone, and we have found a cryptic message from Vermeer to... Mason. Except the last letter we saw was Urtner. Now, Urtner, I believe, is a different character. We've got a symbol from here, but we've also got some instructions. We need to find a way to hide the symbols needed to operate the Neyyah and lower the Neyyah plant down into the heater chamber. We've seen a lot of references to heater chamber, but we need to be like kind of clear about some of these instructions. So operate the Neyyah, lower the Neyyah plant into the heater chamber, right? We've got to gradually start putting together like a list of instructions that we are attempting to undertake at some point, right? I'm still pretty loosey-goosey on things like that though, because for now we are still in exploration mode. We still haven't explored all of these islands yet. We've got the harbour area to explore, and we have the Skarliti towers and a whole nother area near Penalva Point. So, let's go. Let's go and have a look around. Let's go and have a look around. Don't want us looking at that wall, eh? This harbour area does not have the same aesthetic quality as the rest of it, right? It certainly does not. Doesn't that sort of look climbable? I mean, the ladder on this side definitely looks climbable. Where exactly am I? Right? I've gone around to here. I'm sort of... Oh, that's the Alopolite shield. Am I only at the Alopolite shield? Hang on. No, that's the Alopolite shield. Okay. No, step back from there. From here, that is definitely something else. Harbour Bridge? Unclear. Whatever it is, we do have a ladder up it. We'll get to it at some point, somehow. Now that looks like a portal, doesn't it? Industrial-sized portal. Disturbing the bird. The creatures in Neyyah are curious about you, but won't stick around. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, that ladder's all broken. But we can't get down this ladder because it's too far away. We're not going to make that leap. Yeah, this has all sort of fallen into disrepair, hasn't it? I'm on a boat. Okay, now where have we ended up here? So we're looking out at 2 islands and the Myst clock tower puzzle. Is that these 2? Is that what I'm looking out at currently? We've walked this way, and we've walked to here, and now we're looking out at these 2 islands here. That looks about right. Yes, yes. Very well. I think maybe we're supposed to be receiving something from that portal. Is it? Ah, we've got a couple of Paita holes here. Are those not Paita holes? Oh. Oh, no. And back again. So one's supposed to turn on the tower, one's supposed to do the gate, but neither of them appear to be super working. On the other hand, though... No. We can look out of these windows. Ah, now what do we have here? It turns that on, whatever that is. Yes. Ooh! Well, whatever that is, it's now on. It doesn't seem like I can interact with it in any other way, but it is on. I feel like that must be pumping stuff. Yeah, that's got to be pumping stuff either from there into there or out of there into the portal. Where that portal's going, who knows? You know? Okay, so that's now not doing anything. Well, time to head out. Our work here is done. But you didn't do anything, didn't I? Now it looks to me like, yes, a slightly hidden ladder. All aboard! Catch a view of a time long gone. I'm on a boat! Doesn't look like there's anything we can do in this boat, though. Ah, no minecart to ride. Oh yes, there is! Oh yes, there is! Farewell, a cart disappears from view after the activation of old machinery. Were we supposed to get on the cart? Come back, cart! No! There's no way that I can just, like, walk along the tracks or anything? Ah, where do you reckon that cart's gone then? So the cart disappears into this portal here, but we don't know where that goes. Oh, man. Right. So we've got 4 portals around here, which are all, like, very unclear where they hook up to. If we have a look at our world map, right, unlinked portals, we've got this one from the Paita factory. So one of those probably goes there. We've got a portal. Oh, do you know what? This portal from this pipe, that probably is the portal with the pipe coming out of it. Yeah? Do you reckon that? Do you reckon so? Maybe we should go back there and check that out. But even so, there's then one portal which is left unpaired. Now we've got a portal next to this Jalude station. Most of these places only have one portal. Yeah, we don't exactly have an abundance of portals. So maybe we need to go to the other location that we've not been to now. Okay. Onwards, my friends. Onwards. Let us not dilly-dally. We've turned something on. Something. Heater chamber. Neyyah pod. I think we will, like, we're going to need to do a bit of a reread of a lot of the letters that we've seen about the place at the appropriate time so that we can get a certain degree of comprehension about what we're actually supposed to do. But, you know, for now, let's not worry. So, in here and over here. Just having another look at this thing. We did take a picture of this, right? I just happen to remember that this one was here. Yeah, we did take a picture of this one. Like, if I were to have a guess as to what this is representing, we've got some sort of tower with something underneath it, a minecart, which is carrying the Paitas, that's like a Paita symbol. This is the giant symbol which is on the gate that was coming up and down, and that appears to be a person pulling a lever. That would be sort of my interpretation of that. Okay, from the harbour zone. So this one goes to the dome. I don't remember if we can get through the dome from this way. Yeah, that was broken, wasn't it? Yeah, we already heard something about this elevator being broken. Later. Later. Zip, zip, zip. Hang on. Remind me. What was through this door? Oh, yeah. That was... Yeah, that was the weird kind of underground area, wasn't it? With also the tower. The harbour area is very sort of Fazaltian in nature rather than Uligerian, you know? So let's go this way. I'm interested in checking out, is there anything to see? Is there anything to see with the pipe going to the portal that we haven't been able to get to previously? I think that pipe is going to the area with the thing. Right, that's still off, which is fine. Now, we turned a piece of equipment on, which looked an awful lot like this box that sits just here. Aha! This box is now on. Look at that. And indeed, this whole area looks a lot more lit up, doesn't it? These didn't look like this before. I'm pretty sure. Trondy. So we got 2 digits needed for each of those. Aha. So we've basically got an 8-digit combination here, and this is going to be something related to that pipe, which goes to that portal, which is definitely the portal over in the harbour zone. So actually, let's go and hook those up. Yeah. So this portal right here, we'll give it purple, partly because I have purple already selected, and partly because it's a path that we can't traverse. Is there supposed to be another path here? Or is this just the wall, do you think? Probably just the wall. Okay. With that... yeah. Let's get ourselves up into the Neyyah pools. Now we already fiddled with... no, fuse status inactive. Bannock's computer system inactive. This is where it's going to come around to bite me that we did some of these puzzles but not others. Did we? Wait, this is clearly expecting our... hang on. Sorry. It's just expecting the circle fuse in here. We put the fuse in one of these, but like we just totally ignored the other 3, didn't we? So we pop that in there and turn that on. Right, and that's now working. Holtish data, Trondy count transfer status successful. Oh, Trondy count. That's what we need back where we literally just were. It was just called Trondy. Trondy. Right? But we need to do something like take away the number of fish that are present, or something like that. Okay, I tell you what. This is a kind of tough one to get, like your the exact understanding of what you're supposed to be doing is a bit tricky in this one, isn't it? Right, it is... Oh shoot, which way around was it? That one? Okay, good. Now we know that the Binoxy computer system is in the laboratory HQ, so we can get those numbers from there. Nice, that's all active now. So we can get those numbers from there, and I believe the instructions as to what we do with those numbers was also back there. Right, this is the last one then, yeah? We should have done these when we did the first one, because we're just asking for trouble by deliberately sitting down and doing doing one of the 4 actions, right? That probably annoyed a great number of you. Okay, and this one's already on, so that's great. So that's good, that's good. Good. This thing over here, is that going to now be on? Plasma shield, Nyashka heater chamber. The Nyashka plant must be protected and nurtured at all costs to make sure potent Nyashka spores are grown on every Nyashka site. Unfortunately, a species of fish known as zephyr fish seem to populate the Nyashka heater chamber with a hunger for the spores. A plasma shield has been set up on the outside of the chambers to prevent the fish from entering the pool when the spores are being harvested. Okay. We already used a Paita there. I don't know. I don't know if we already had that one sorted or not, to be honest. Now we've been up there Oh, hang on, wait. Oh, there are 2 sets of ladders. Oh, we might have only been up 1 set of ladders so far. Right, the spore delivery chute. We've read that one. Yeah. To enable the delivery of higher spore quantities, a recent chute and portal system has been set up on Nyashka Site 28. This is the one next to the blue portal. Shirayuki portal is located and used to transfer the spores to another worker at an exit chute. Got the Talita portal leading to spores dock 1. Chute remains inactive until another spore harvest is imminent, operated remotely on Ulage. Okay, so we've read that one before. Right, there's another ladder here. I don't think we went up this one. No, we totally didn't. Lodvik Tower activation required. Heater servers, Lodvik Tower, Nyashka heater chamber. So the heater servers is what we've turned on. Heater servers must be powered. Trondy counts must be entered. Okay, good, 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 good. Yeah, doing that now, not going to do anything. Okay, we've got some instructions. Let's see if we can get our Trondy counts. No. Let's not worry about Trondy counts just yet. Let's not worry about Trondy counts just yet. We're still exploring. I want to go to Spores Dock 1. Right? We've changed where this portal takes us. So this now doesn't take us to Panova Point. It takes us to Spores Dock 1. So let's go. Oh, it's night. And despite the fact it's night, you can clearly see this button way clearer than the one at Panova Point. That's funny, that is. Interesting. It feels to me like putting the spore there would be cool. But I don't know. That is a symbol of a plant, right? If I look at my journal, it's a gafunky mushroom. We don't have any gafunky mushrooms. But anyway, let's have a look at the map for the Spores Dock and take a picture for our notebook. Here we go. No, wait. I think we were on that one, weren't we? So... here we go. Oh, it's not quite the same colour. Shame. That's weird. What happened to the colour I was using before? Spore dock system, dock gate, and we've got a couple more portals. Safe and cart. Is this where the cart ended up? Do I need a torch? I really can't see. And my character, like, doesn't want to move. So maybe we do genuinely need like a funky mushroom before we come here. Okay. Fair enough. Maybe then... maybe then we want to go for Trondy counts. So... oh no, wait. Skarliti Towers. Skarliti Towers. Yeah? We've not looked at the Skarliti Towers at all yet. That's the last place we need to explore. And then we will have explored everywhere. Okay, so if we open up the Skarliti Towers, we come in here. We've got Ocean Portal Plasma Bridge, Tower Elevator, Tower, Water Controls Shed. Well, let's get to some exploring. what have you got for me? Shed. It's a secret message. Water control shed. Hooding the basin. Vermeer. I replaced the fuses at the plug mechanism on the lower level of the basin, as well as the plasma shield console inside the control bunker. Along with a couple of new bulbs I've installed in the console behind you, the 2 signals required to flood the basin will now be stronger. I just hope you remember where you stored the key for the console. Mason. Well... which red paita do I need? Right, it's the one with the... slash that way. Key. Skarliti key. Ding dong. Okay, so we've used Skarliti key. That's the only... that... Right. But that's not working in and of itself. We need more to make that work. And that, I don't think, is a particularly helpful note beyond telling you that you need the key, which we already found. We found that in the office in the Golophiac Mines area. That is too ominous for right now. Let's check out this way first. So if we look at the map, no idea. Frequency control room over here, and then we've got an elevator over this way. Let's check out the frequency control room first. Man, I love the animations in this game. They're so smooth. Okay, Skarliti Towers, the levitation crane. Left clamp, right clamp. Lavandis Crystal Power Source Activation Tower. Lavandis Crystals growing on Erlinch Rock, Falitsu Island. The Paoltish clan surveyed the oceans along with Quananovic and the 4 rulers. Far away from the western coastline of Fazalta, a machine was constructed called the Levitation Crane for the purposes of raising paitas from the ocean's surface. A circular wall was built around the crane to protect it, forming a basin at its centre. The arena was also constructed with multiple entrances for the public to watch the marvellous operation of the paita harvest. The levitation crane is powered by Lavandis crystals, which grow naturally on a black rock called Erlinish. The Skarliti towers are used as power sources to suck up paita from the ocean. Controlled via 2 of the tower's giant clamps, are set at either side of the Lavandis crystal power source, which alongside the power of a 3rd Skarliti tower generate energy to begin the levitation process. Paitas will hover within the shaft of the crane, ready for collection. Okay. Let's grab that explanation of how that works. Okay. Because that sounds like it's going to be, like, kind of important to understand. We have a computer next to us, and we have another thing to understand. Skarliti Towers. Once the levitation crane was built and the surrounding walls secured, Quananovic demanded that the 3 towers should be built to protect the levitation crane. Aided by the Paoltish clan, an engineer by the name of Lafelk Skarliti designed these 3 towers, and each one became a key component in the operation of the levitation crane. Zalume 2K weaponry can be mounted at the 4 windows of each tower in case of Elopalite attacks. 4 soldiers to each tower, 2 workers to operate the individual mechanisms placed at each tower. The gates. The harvesting of the Paita will take place at the levitation crane via the use of boats. Departing from the harbour of Philipsou Island, 3 soldiers shall work and guard the gates to allow the boats to enter the basin. During the harvest, once sea levels have dropped to a safe level within the levitation crane basin, onlookers can watch from the arena and witness the spectacle of our beautiful Paita being raised from the ocean floor, their first step upon a magical journey fueled by talents of the Paioltish clan, cleansed by the Velatron and thus enabling our world to thrive. Now here's the thing, we are trying to get things up and running and working, right? But we're not actually setting about to harvest Paitas. The actual instructions we've been given is to try and trap Smollox. We shouldn't forget that that's actually our goal here. And what have we got? Levitation shield, levitation system and power system. So, Levandis crystal, waiting for microphone signals. Data received from signal tower arrival sector. But, inactive, we need successful transmission of Levandis crystal frequency for activation. So Levandis power station is inactive. The plasma shield, Levandis crystal is currently undetected. Let's turn that off. Why not? I don't see many downsides to turning the plasma shield. Can we see it now? Ooh, fancy. Fancy. Huh. It didn't do anything. How disappointing. Okay, so we can climb down there. But first, maybe we should look in here. What have we got? Oh. It didn't do anything. It didn't do anything. Maybe we weren't supposed to turn that on yet. That looks like something that looks like it's something, though, right? Do you think? Do you think that's power? That could be power. Could be power for this. Or, if not power for this, could be power for the other thing. Which is this. No. So what was that we just turned on? Oh, or was it power for this? No, it wasn't power for this either. Huh, so I wonder what it was. Okay, that's a bit of a mystery. I mean, it can't be a bad thing that we did this. Okay, there's nothing else we can do here. Okay, here's the thing. It will sort of become it will sort of become maybe apparent in the fullness of time as we unlock more of the things around here, I suppose. Like, there's no zooming in on any other part of this. It's literally just like push the button. Okay, I say let's not worry about that super hard right now. Let's not worry about that super hard right now. That's what it turned on. Okay. So water has rushed into the Skarliti towers. This is just like the meme with the dog and the tie, and he's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. No, that's still a no. That's still not doing anything. Fine. Good thing there's no penalty for doing any of this in the wrong order, is it? Okay, we do not have the Lavandus crystal activation frequency, right? I don't think we're getting around that. I think that's genuinely something we're going to need from another location. And this thing... Okay, we can walk across this force field now. And what's this going to do for us? This is kind of so wild, because I don't think I've ever made... I don't think I've ever made such good progress in a game whilst just not understanding anything about what we're doing. Okay, that's turning that off behind us. Like, this is all okay. This is all okay, right? We're making progress. What we need to do... I don't know. I don't know what we need to do. I think we need to get the Trondy numbers. Maybe. Like, those should be available to us now. I think. Now, where are those numbers available to us? Open the rock. Drain the tank. Oh, we've got numbers here as well. Okay, that's not the one. Paeta Factory Secret Office Developments. Mm-hmm. I think we've kind of got past that. Here's the journal. Do you know what? Actually, hopefully I've made like a note of it. 10 words. Volk Tower, Skarliti Towers. Spore delivery chute. Finalize the code for Pelska Shrine activation. Keep the spare keys to the Neyyah lock mechanisms at HQ in the drawer. Consider storing all heater shells at the lab for now. And the bridge to the watchtowers on Falitsu Island's harbour zone is now permanently raised. Have used wood to wedge lever up. Quicker access. These are of course now older notes back here, which I wouldn't necessarily have known exactly what to make note of. Okay, Gola Craft, hangar system. New crystal from the Pelska Shrine. Decided to call it Pelska Portal. Oh, that's the start of the Pelska Portal. Okay. There's the Pelska Portal. Here are the camera sensors. Jalute arrival station, Jalute exit station. Head like a sieve, as my mother would tell me. Plus, I enjoy seeing you more often over the last couple of months. I'm not sure why I took a copy of that one. Doesn't seem like super important. Salt con, go funky, ink formula modification. Okay, Falitsu Dome. Okay, not sure what that one's getting at. Somewhere there's a reference to the fact that you need to take the numbers that we've measured from here. Is it? No. We get the numbers from the Binoxy server. That's in Lab HQ. Maybe Lab HQ also contained... Maybe Lab HQ also contained the information about... how to make the calculation. Trondy counts. He's decided to heighten security on the use of fuse boxes on the heater servers. Rather than using only the Trondy counts generated by the Holtish machines, they need to be multiplied by certain numbers. I'll leave these numbers for you to decide upon. The results will be the numbers required to power the fuse boxes. I'm also glad you decided on a remote source of power. Now, what's the PSF reader? Oh. That's interesting. I've got the same information twice. After you've fueled the Nealda, go straight to the Nyashka heater chamber. I'll meet you there once I've assessed Nealda System 2 and lowered the Nyashka. Remember to keep the plasma shield open. We've turned the shield on, I think. Okay. The laboratory headquarters. The laboratory headquarters is in the Golophiac Mines zone, which is through the yellow portal, if I recall correctly. Okay. Now, if I remember rightly, do you know what? This isn't a shortcut at all, is it? There's actually a really long-winded way of getting where we need to go. But that's okay. Right, we're heading back, heading back, heading back. We're going to the lab. The lab headquarters, which should be just up here. Do you know what? It is very good. It is very good that the... oh, I think the lab's actually... I think it's actually up, isn't it? But it's jolly good that the zipping back is very swift. You can backtrack around the map quite quickly. Okay, now here... in my swivelly chair, if I get onto the Binoxy system and I say heater chamber status, no, foreign objects detected, heaters are inactive, where was it? Console data, Haltish data. So that's giving 24. $15. $10. And 7. Now these are pre-multiplication numbers. Do you know how I know? Because 7's a prime number. So what do I need to multiply them by? Okay, and one of these is showing an error. Okay, we don't need to reread about all of the different portals. Portals data. Oh, we've got one camera working. But a lot of cameras with no signal. Yeah, rather than using only the Trondy counts generated by the holders machines, they need to be multiplied by certain numbers. I'll leave these numbers for you to decide upon. The results will be the numbers required to power the fuse boxes. Now we know that there are only 2-digit numbers available, right? So we could brute force it, because even with 7, right? So like, there are only 9 possible combinations for 10. There are only 4 possible answers for 24. And even 7, you're only looking at about, what, 15 options. But where would those numbers be? Oh, wait a minute. Are they... Wait a minute. Is this related to that? Symbol code activation board activated. Ah. Oh, so is it 1, 3, 2, 4? And though that's what's going to be multiplied up. That could be it. That could be it. Okay. Well, it certainly gives us something to try. For sure. But try next time out. Well, my friends. Oh, what a great game. What a great game. I'm totally lost. I'm totally lost with what we're doing, but we're sort of making progress. But here's the thing, with a game like Rhem, for example, the puzzles are sort of nonsense. You find a key, you find a lock, you sort of smush the two of them together. The puzzles aren't diegetic. In Neyyah, everything's so diegetic. It's like, I fully don't understand what we're trying to do right now. But we're kind of muddling through. I think next time out. I know we've done a lot of lore episodes, but now that we've explored all the islands, noting that we're actually missing a journal, but next time out, I think it would be valuable to go back and actually reread some of the old journals. Maybe even revisit the secret laboratory in the Paita factory to try and get a bit of a handle on what our exact goal is by doing this. We're doing something for Vermeer, and I'm pretty sure it's trapping Smolux, and I'm pretty sure it's trapping Smolux either in the hangar or in like an old ammo store or something like that. How we're doing that, I'm not 100% sure, but I think maybe next time, after we've had a go at putting this code in, maybe we'll have a little reread of the journals and try and have a little bit of a summary of where we are and what we're trying to do here. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Neyyah. If you enjoyed this video and you enjoyed this series, do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Patreon. I will see you next time. Bye for now.